And in 5 short years, Mark Zuckerberg has turned his social networking website, Facebook, into a global phenomenon. To friend someone, update your status, or write on a wall is the language of the 175 million people on the website Facebook.
It's kind of like an addiction for me.
Created in a Harvard dorm room back in 2004 as a way for students to share information online, today, from politicians to a lot of curious parents, Facebook says it's gaining 5 million users a week.
It caters to everyone who is interested in sharing any type of information with other people on the web.
If it were a country, it would be about the size of Brazil. Recently parodied on Saturday Night Live.
Facebook break!
Inside the company, Facebook's growth is taken very seriously. Facing tough competition, the site is still searching to find a successful business model, and its users are asking questions about their privacy online.
Who owns our data when we put it out on the web? Who owns it when we put it on Facebook?
Earlier this month, Mark Zuckerberg, the founder and CEO, changed the terms of use for the site to read, "The company may retain archived copies of your user content."
Say in 10 years, I want to run for president of the United States, or 20 or 30 years. Anything I have on Facebook now, since it's owned forever, they can do whatever they want with.
Sparking outrage, some said Facebook was claiming ownership of personal photos and information.
They just basically had a major PR flame out on their hands, and they had to step in and put out the fire.
After quickly recanting, the company is now also giving users unprecedented governance over the site. Mark Zuckerberg is Facebook's founder and CEO. He's here for an exclusive interview. Mark, it's good to have you back.
Oh, it's good to be back on the show. Thanks for having me.
I want to talk about some of this stuff we just mentioned, that piece, in a second. But let's talk about sheer numbers to begin. I mean, it used to be, I thought, when you first started this, there was more of an exclusive small core of people using this, and it had this incredible cool edge. With 175 million people using this around the world, can it retain its cool?
Well, it's definitely grown a lot, and now there are people all over the world who are using it, including about 1 million a week. New people in the U.S. alone are signing up. So, I mean, people are using it just to communicate and share information with their friends and the people around them. So, everyone's just using it for their small circle of people.
So let's do the math here. You say 1 million new people a week here in the U.S. alone. You're going to hit 200 million users then in the near future.
Oh, hopefully soon, yeah.
If I have a Facebook page, can it be cool? I mean, I'm not self-deprecating here, but am I the kind of person
cool if you don't have a Facebook page?
I was going to say the opposite, but I mean, do you want the moms and dads of the world out there? Is that really your target audience now?
So the idea is really that the site helps everyone connect with people and share information with the people that they want to stay connected with, and that's really something that's applicable for everyone. So it started off with young students, and now people all over the world and all different age groups and different demographics are using the site, and I mean that's something that I think we'll continue to see grow.
Let's go through this controversy, okay, because it did kind of explode here. There is this fear that after you released a statement that seemed to indicate that what people put on their Facebook pages, picture, content, information, would be retained in the archives of the company. A lot of people freaked out about that, Mark, and since you've modified that, explain to me exactly what the situation is now.
Sure. So there's a terms that the site is governed by, and frankly, we made a mistake in the last version and issued some unclear language. Our intent is that people own their own information. I mean, that's one of the things that makes Facebook really special. Is it's a service that people are using to put up information that they want to share with people that often is really personal, private, intimate. And one of the big differences that Facebook makes is it gives you great controls over who you share your information with.
So if I have a Facebook page and I put on that page pictures of myself, me and my wife, my kids, information, if I decide to take that page down and not be a Facebook user in the near future, all of that comes with me. You don't keep it in some archive.
Yeah, so what will happen is that none of that information will be shared with anyone going forward, right? And so, I mean, you control exactly who you're sharing that information with. So you can say, I want to put up this photo, but I only want to share it with these people in my family or these friends from high school. And, if you sign up for the site and then you decide that you want to take that information down, then none of that information will be shared with anyone going forward.
Let's talk about business. There are reports that this company is still not breaking even, and what shocked me when I read that was, with 175 million customers, how can any business not make money? What's the explanation for that?
Oh, well, I mean, our business is actually growing really well, right? And we have a few different lines that are growing well. I mean, for the last few years, we've been primarily focused just on serving users, helping people connect and share, and helping it spread all across the world.
So do you have plans to grow the revenue substantially?
Oh, it already is growing very quickly. And I mean, especially in this economy, we're very happy with how it's going.
I'm just getting used to people talking about Facebook in the office around here, and now they're talking about Twitter and things like that. So I clearly have a lot of catching up to do. How does the competition from things like Twitter, etc., change the way you view your business in the coming months and years?
Well, you know, there are a number of services online that help people connect with people around them and share information with them. And, you know, Facebook offers a number of ways for people to do this. It's by far the biggest place on the web that people are going to share photos. I think there are more than 1 billion photos shared a month on the site. People are also using it to share messages with people. And one of the big differentiators is just that people have really good control over who they're sharing their information with. So, for example, you get these cases where there are soldiers who are overseas in Iraq who can, you know, post specific information that they want to share with their families, right? And people can do this because they have really good privacy controls on the site.
Did you ever dream, 2004, in your dorm room in Harvard when you started this thing, that you'd end up sitting here one day saying, we're going to go across 200 million users?
No, I think that's a pretty difficult thing to foresee. You know, I mean, when we were starting it, I figured that there would be services like this that would help people share information and connect in these ways. I mean, I knew that, you know, that would be a really special service for people, but just no idea that we'd be the ones who are kind of helping to build that.
Man, you started something big. Mark Zuckerberg, it's great to have you here. Wearing a tie this time, I should say. Last time, I think you were in flip-flops and some kind of like fleece thing. So you really kind of fit the bill now. There you go. That was from when you and Meredith in 2007. Look at you. Mr. Serious CEO. Mark, it's great to have you here.
Thanks.
Thanks very much.